Wait, could he just do that the whole time? What? Why didn't you do that before? When did you become a Super Saiyan? What? Hello, my fanatics. It's your boy Zionic Blader, and we are finally here. We are at the last 2 episodes. If you have been joining me on this journey to watch the Bakugan reboot, thank you for your patience. Oh boy, it's been a ride of bumpy roads, mainly downhill, but there was some good parts. But without further ado, let's actually get to it, my friends. Bakugan at the Gates Part 1, okay.
Shun and Leah!
Sorry, we're
Some Avengers Endgame kind of stuff, the portals and people showing up, okay.
late, you guys. Actually, we're not alone, Riot.
This is Avengers Endgame, what the heck?
I heard you needed all the help you could get, Winton. Masato!
Man, they really did Masato dirty. He trained with Gorin for 10 whole years, and he can't evolve. He was barely any stronger than when he went in. Like, come on, guys.
I really wish Dan was here.
Huh? What gives?
I forgot what happened to Dan. Oh shoot. Oh yeah, he went inside Trino. That's what happened. Wait, so why does he like sweets again? Why does he like sweets? I forgot. Darn.
The only way to mount a large-scale...
He's probably gained like, what, 20 pounds or something? 20, 30 pounds out of this?
Destroyer and Earth for myself!
I still can't get over that laugh. My boy.
Huh. What's that?
Well, we're going to show everyone in
We're gonna live stream the battle for the planet Earth. Jeez.
the world that we're fighting.
That actually sounds like something that kids would do nowadays. You know, World Star. Let's go. Hopefully they have enough battery for that. 'Cause, I mean, batteries for drones don't really last that long. Maybe half an hour. And that's like low quality drones. I don't know.
Paravian!
My energy is weakened. I won't be able to do anything more until I regain my strength.
Wait, what happened? Oh, is it because of the Trino thing?
You did a great job. You took down a ton of Bakuzan out there.
Rest and recover now.
Okay, everyone, this is our turn. Bakugan!
You're taking turns?
Those your daughter's friends? This is being streamed live on the internet.
Leah.
Man, they really did Leah dirty. She has a dead parent and they barely even looked into that. They only had like 1 episode and that's it. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. But at least the dog got an episode where he... What was Lightning's episode about? Oh yeah, he fought Colonel Trip, or he fought Strata. I'm surprised that the exit team didn't get that much screen time. Like, I don't know. They have, each of them have cards, right? So I just assume, oh, they probably have a bit more screen time. I guess that's too many characters to put towards, right? At least we got A, but A didn't really have character. Didn't really have anything. It was just, I don't know.
Take that, Bakuzan!
Yeah, like A was just like a tier 2 villain. You know, what was he? A and Kurin. They were like on the same kind of level, and they were kind of like Magnus's Hokies or whatever. Was they with Magnus? Yeah. Like I kind of expected at least A and Kurin to have the same level of screen time as say China, you know, because I feel like they are all within the same level of characterness or a level of importance. At least that's what I assumed that they would be. But nah.
Who are you guys anyway?
I think they're the exit.
And it's even worse too, because they're acknowledging that, hey, we didn't actually do anything with these characters.
I made a promise to you.
Let's battle again sometime.
Oh, wait a minute. How come Emily could teleport? They never really explained that. Oh well, guys, Araki forgot. Could you imagine this post-apocalyptic setting? You're just at like McDonald's watching the final. I wonder if this is what happened during the end game or whatever. Did people know about what was going on in Endgame? I don't know. I've only watched Endgame. I haven't watched anything after that.
You can
Damn, she's getting wrecked, bro.
Goreen!
Bring it on, Bakugan! Sorry!
So Bakugan is just a generally accepted term. Isn't that a word that Dan just said as a joke? Come on, you'd think that the Golden Bakugan would have developed their own term for it. Come on, guys. Bakugan sounds stupid. Oh snap, bruh. Wait, they have a temple that can just go there? Why didn't they just do that? What? Wait, could he just do that the whole time? What? Why didn't you do that before? When did you become a Super Saiyan? What? Bada bing.
Damn!
It's Darganoid.
In that case, I have some time to kill while I wait for everything to fall into place. So I'll play with you.
It's very interesting what they did with Benton's voice. At least Tico Benton's voice. Like it changes between Tico and Benton being the dominant voice, but you can also hear the other voice played in like the background. It was interesting. Oh.
Maximus! Amazing!
Amazing!
Whoa, what? He looks super strong!
Maximus is the best!
Trox, we have to keep battling!
What was that about? What the? What?
Leah! How's my #1 fiance?
Oh man, why they still gotta bring that up? Come on, man, don't do that.
No one else can compare to you.
Puppet! I just cannot stand that!
Oh, I hate that character the most, man. I don't know how he was even made. His whole thing, it appropriates Middle Eastern and South Asian culture, and then they played him as pale as possible, and then they make him the king that... I'm like, what the heck is wrong with these people, man? Who would think that this is something that's good for a kid show, let alone any show? He's literally the worst character in the show, and I absolutely despise that Leah's episodes have to connect with him when she literally already has a great premise in the fact that, you know, she doesn't have a father, and they never really look into that except for that one episode, and then that's it. And she forgives China so easily for what she did, and like they're all buddy now. I don't understand who thought that this was a good idea. You know, it just really annoys me, you know?
I won!
Yeah, man, Shun got the best episodes, like, hands down. You know, for the other characters, they're just like, here's a new Bakugan, and that considers character development. But for Shun, he actually got some character development. Well, I mean, I'd say that his antagonists for his story are a lot more compelling than Shun himself. but Shun had the best episodes. You know, well, his were great.
Benton and I found Hydronoid and Napoleon when we were just children.
Oh, really?
What? That doesn't make any sense. How did they find it? What?
The fact that Tico awakened that same Hydronoid and is controlling him.
How? How'd they find Bakugan? Was it after the Great Collision? Because, I mean, the Great Collision was 12 years ago, and apparently Benton is like in his late 20s, and Philomena is in her early 30s. That would mean that they would be teenagers, not kids. No, wait. Early 20s. Yeah, Philomena was probably in her 20s. What? Yeah, she was probably in her late teens, early 20s. Dusk was in his teens. They weren't kids. They weren't. How old did they make them look like?
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, they definitely did not look like that after the Great Collision. If the Great Collision was 12 years ago. No way in heck. They would have to be in their early 20s for that to happen. What's Maximus doing this whole time? He's just standing there or what?
I have argued to make a mockery of me any longer.
Do the Kamehameha. You literally just did that against an entire Bakugan. Attack the humans. Dude, come on, man. They really made a Bakugan for Goreen, Trino, and Pyrivian, but never for Tico. Why? It seems silly since this is a cartoon that is supposed to make you buy stuff. And a lot of the cool stuff you can't get because they just didn't make it.
It's over. I will finish you off.
He sounds fine when he's not laughing. Like, he sounds like a very angry a very angry spiritual dude. I don't know how to explain it. You know, like he was on the council, right? So, like an old man.
Myself, Maximus.
Oh, I guess that's it. All right. The writing is so inconsistent, my guys. It's like it's very disappointing, but we're almost there. One more episode, guys. I'm so excited to get this over with. You have no idea. It's been a thing.
Tico is finally showing his real form.
He just waited for all of his other support to be defeated. Why? I guess he just really liked Benton's body? That he didn't want to... Like, his main goal is to take over that thing, and if he showed up as Tico in the first place, or if he used his freaking Kamehamehas that he did to Goreen in his human form, then he probably would have won. Or, I mean, he never would have won because these people are writing him to lose. Anyway, so... man, we could have had something great. We really could have something great.
Great Corsair.
How long is that gonna take? They never showed us how long it takes to get infected. I'm confused. But I wonder if anyone else is going to evolve into Maximus, because we got Dragonoid Maximus, and I know that what is it? Hydrus has a Maximus card, does he? Hydrus has a Maximus evolution, at least in the card form, and so does Nilius. I don't know if we're gonna ever see that, but hey, we can hope. Maybe. I don't know.
I mind, Maximus. I will finish you now.
He's like a worse version of Thanos. Yeah, like I see some parallels with Tico and Thanos, and honestly, Thanos is a fine character. I think if they based him off similar they had like the same core concept, where the reason why they're doing the thing that they're doing is for the betterment of their species or of civilization or whatever. But this one, it really falls flat on its face because they don't really develop it that much, and Tico is a dumb head. I can't really think.
He blocked it!
What's with that voice? It's like, he blocked it. Ah. Weren't Tico and Dragonoid like evenly matched? At least before. Is Tico stronger now than he was back when he was in his prime that caused the Great Collision? Or is he weaker now? Or I don't know. Because even though if you combine Dragonoid with all the support he has with Hydra's Blood, Nilius, blah blah blah, I think they could overwhelm him. But they're not doing that because you gotta show Maximus as the OP one. You gotta buy the toy. Walmart, $59.99, or is it? I don't know how much it is. Tico's voice doesn't suit him. You know, I think it was a like the voice actor is fine, but I feel that voice is for more of like a slimy evil guy, you know. But not like the main evil guy for the entire show. The main evil guy for the entire show should have some sort of like Ultron kind of voice, or what is that guy? The evil guy from Transformers, the big one. Not like some like, oh, you blah blah blah, that kind of voice. I don't know what I'm doing.
This is unbelievable.
You should help him.
They're both powerful. Pretty evenly matched too.
Good thing there's
Pouring out of all the core cells that are on the Earth's surface at once. And all life on this planet will fall.
Man, what a great setting that they created but never used. Like they used a little bit of it, but like only for a couple episodes. Like this whole Earth being all like weird, shattery, and all that stuff, like Pokemon Platinum, that distortion world kind of thing. But there is wasabi next to me for some reason. When does it expire? It expires in. Apparently, I'm supposed to refrigerate this. This thing has been here forever. Yeah. What's it made out of ingredients? Wasabi. There's nothing here. Whatever.
Under Tico's control.
Whoa, what? What? Let's play that again.
Core cells that are on the Earth's surface at once. And all life on this planet will fall under Tico's control.
What? Why do you make that sound? Why is B not wearing any socks? What's going on, man? What? He looks like that creature from that eye thing from the Sailor Moon intro. That's what I always saw.
It's at the center of that thing, so it's more than just a Mega Bakugan.
God damn, yeah, wreck, bro.
Huh? Serpentines!
Oh no, they're taking out the side characters next, bro. Only the main characters are gonna be left. Try a different spot, like his head or something. Bruh, they just did 1,000 damage?
Drago! The legendary armor has been destroyed!
You know what? I don't really like the fact that they have these numbers on the side of the screen to show how much power the Bakugan has. Because it really ruins when things like this, when Drago gets punched and he loses his entire Maximus form and reverts down to normal form just from a single punch, that would have had a lot more impact if I didn't see the whole number go down by 1,000 points before he fell onto the ground. I don't know I don't know why they would put that. You know, Pokemon doesn't do that. I guess maybe Pokemon Origins, Pokemon the Origins, was it called Pokemon Origins or something? They had like a health bar on the screen, but that wasn't like always there. You know,
What are we supposed to do? Tico's
it's time for Maximus Nilius. Let's go.
winning and the
Awesome! Leah, film me!
Okay, if you say so.
Was she controlling that the whole time? Or is it like AI kind of thing? I don't know, man. Why you make me do this? Bakugan.
Hey everyone, this is Dan Kuzo. I have an important favor to ask every brawler out there watching this.
We're gonna make a spirit bomb. Give us your energy.
Hands on it, so go look up to the skies.
Is he totally losing it?
I know I am.
No, Dan has a plan.
Wait, they have every single Bakugan in the world here? What?
Go back to your partners.
Did they go across the world for this? Or are they just in Los Vamos? What?
You'd better be doing your job too.
How come they just didn't go back to their partners in the first place? Hey, just Kellyanne.
I was really surprised when Dan showed up out of nowhere, but
I literally forgot about this kid. Holy cow. What? I guess he gets Kellyanne back now? Well, I mean, you gotta make space for the new team for Bakugan Armed Alliance. Now airing on TV today. Buy the toys, folks. Bear! How come I remember that kid? And not freaking Kino.
I'm going to need every single one of you to help save the world, got it?
Please, no, you're gonna destroy everything.
Together, we can all make this happen.
Okay, they have the drum now. It works. What was that? Wait, what? So, what? So Dan was on something. I just assumed that it was an animation error. But then... Dragonoid... what? Are we not gonna see Maximus Nilius? Come on. That's a shame. Oh, bro, this is the last episode. The last episode. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Let's go. Let's do it. Number 50, which is number 100. Now I can talk about it, and I'll have a rightful opinion on it. So China gets some special treatment, huh? I never saw China as someone on the caliber of the Magnus. I always saw her as like a tier 2 character, like like in level of importance. Why, bruh? She's a horrible person.
We did it!
You've just been baptized.
Tico is, a golden Baku?
What? You didn't know? What? My boys.
Bakugan battles were cruel and evil,
You said they forced Bakugan to suffer.
but we know. You had it all wrong.
Fighting is good, kids. Oh, no. What are you doing, Joe? It's not black and white. There has to be a middle. This is what happens when you try to do a anti-war, anti-fighting theme when your show is about fighting. Same thing happened with Pokemon. I'm not sure. They like, oh, dog fighting's okay. It brings us closer together. I don't know. We never saw it on the other side. We are bananas. I guess to them, brawling is like in martial arts or boxing. You know, it's like, you know, it. As long as no one dies in the end and it's safe, it's fine. But the problem is, what Tico was saying is that their entire world must be sustained through these brawls. It's like if if you can only make money in this world by being a fighter, you know, like there was no other profession. You had to fight, and Tico was like, "That's not cool, man." And I could see why. I mean, if everyone was like, if everyone had an obligation to fight, otherwise you'd be ruining the planet. It's a lot of pressure, and you know, they never showed the other side of this whole idea that fighting is bad and that we need to look for another form, because it's a very flawed system of running your world just through fighting, you know. And it's not like we're in the Pokemon games where they showed a group of people who had the same beliefs. It's literally just Tico being the Debbie Downers, being the Karen, saying, "You can't fight, you kids." But he brings up, you know, it's very conflicting. I don't understand what this show is trying to do. Is like, is fighting okay? Is it okay? They don't show it from the other side. That's the problem. You know, we don't see that people are being forced to fight. We don't see, you know, people being ruined because they had to fight. We just see one guy that says, "This is bad, let's stop it." We don't see any reasoning behind him. Well, we don't see the background behind his reasoning, to the point where he would allow himself to become corrupted by this evil thing that would, you know, put the whole world at stake, because he's so in tune with his beliefs. But we don't see that. Whew, man, I'm tired. Well, it's only, what, 5 more minutes left? I can handle it.
Weird. Whoa! I'm back to normal again. How amazing!
You're still a creep.
Whoa!
That's cool.
I'm happy you're back to normal, Lupithion.
Me too.
I feel like the whole Lupithion thing should have been a bigger plot point, you know? But I get...
Hey, did you get your Bakugan back?
Yeah, yesterday.
Me too. It came out of the sky. Mine fell over there. Over where?
Why is that a kid in a... Why are those kids in business suits? What? What's going on, you boys?
Hello, my old friend. Thanks for your help.
Friend? He's your nephew, bro. Did his dad off himself? Because we don't see his dad except for flashbacks. Why is she looking in the camera? Don't do that. Why are you looking at? Don't look at me like that. I'll smack you. Shark. What is Shargo doing? He's just like hanging out, bro. I like Shargo. He's cool, but we didn't get to see much of him. But he's still cool. Wait, what? They never explained why Emily could teleport. Wait, why was Emily able to teleport? What?
We can sense new friends and adventures on the horizon. That's right. An ending is really just the start of a new beginning. Isn't that right, Drago?
Yes, but what are you getting me into, Dan Kuzo?
Bakugan Armor Alliance, now in stores. Be sure to buy the toys, kids. If you're not, you're a communist.
What's so funny? Why are you laughing?
We did it. It's done. It's over.
My grandmother used to tell me stories about
Grandmother? What the heck? Let's close that up. Cheese Louise, Papa Cheese. Well, folks, that was Bakugan Battle Planet from Spin Master, Nelvana, and TMS Entertainment. Boy, that was a mixed bag for sure. I don't know how I feel about this series. It's disappointing because there are good stuff in that series. I mean, Tico, his whole thing is he's fighting against the system that the Bakugan are born into, but he's just like, everyone just looks at him like he's an idiot and man, it's very sad. They have a lot of writers, and they have a bunch of good writers too. I've been doing research for a future video, and they have people that worked on Baki, the 2019 or the 2018 version of Baki from Netflix, you know, and Dororo. If you don't know that, that's like one of the best anime to come out from 2019, and I don't understand how you have these very good writers on the team, but then you come up with something that's so inconsistent. You know, it like the show goes from, you know, bad, mediocre, to good, to bad, to horrible. I don't understand why it's like that. Could it be because they have so many writers? I doubt it, because you know, a bunch of shows have entire writer rooms. You know, I guess they had too many lead writers then. I know that Seinfeld had like a few lead writers, but then they had a writers room. But this show had like 4 or 5 lead writers. Maybe it was the producers. I don't understand. They had some very offensive episodes here. I'm not sure how the producers would allow this to happen, but then at the same time have so much control where it would impact the story to the extent that it did. It's a very mixed bag show, and I don't know if I would recommend it to a Bakugan fan, because I mean, literally, if I was not recording myself watching this, I don't know if I would have continued. You know, you can tell by how the gaps of the uploads of these videos were. As I'm recording this episode, it's been 2 weeks since I've uploaded the last episode, and at that point, I was just like, I might as well just record myself, do the entire thing, and then do everything in batches. Which is why it's all like, there's like a huge gap in between that. But there's some characters who did not get the spotlight that they deserved. Really, the show only focused on Shun, Dan, and Magnus. Winton and Leah were left in the dust. Lightning shouldn't have really been a character, because like, I can see why you would put a dog in this show. It's like, oh, it's a cute mascot character, but it doesn't really work, because you literally have Bakugan in this show. They can be your mascot characters. I don't know why you add a dog in there. It's like if Ash had a dog with his Pokemon. I'm like, what's going on here? You know? It's so weird, and Lightning never really did anything specific to being a dog. At least the things that he helped with. You know, other characters could have had that screen time instead of Lightning. But I have a lot to say, and I'm going to be making a comprehensive video on Bakugan Battle Planet as a whole, which is why I made myself watch this, because I can't just watch a few episodes and then go on reviewing it like I know everything, right? I had to watch this entire thing so that I can give it a fair rating. There was a moment in time where I genuinely enjoyed the series, and I kept wanting to see more and more. I think that was after the Maze arc, when they come out of the Evolution arc. You know, all those characters having such great character development episodes. But I'll get to that in a future video. I'm running out of time on the camera. So, if you liked the video, hit the like button, or don't. I'm not the boss of you. But be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get updated whenever I upload. And I'm excited to show you the future of this of my channel. It's going to be very great. But until next time, guys, this has been Blader, and I'll catch you guys next time.